Lamb, you made it. I trust the seas were favorable?
Poseidon might be the only one not trying to kill me.
And did you go to Thera? Did you find him?
Not yet.
You should. The answers to many of your questions are there. Your father would be proud to see how you've grown.
For now, let's deal with what needs to be done here.
I never imagined we'd stand on Spartan soil together again.
As much as I curse this place for what it did to us, it feels more like home than Kefalonia ever did.
Sparta is our home. But we'll have to rid ourselves of the Puppet King if we are ever to find peace.
Whatever happened to our old house?
Nikolaos stayed after I left, but now that he's gone, I don't know.
Why don't we go find out?
Of course. But first, there's something I want to show you. The more memories keep flooding in.
No matter how far I ran, I never could escape them.
I know. Naxos I could forget. It was as if I had locked Sparta in a box and tossed it in the bottom of the sea.
Did you put memories of us in that box?
I wanted to, but it would have taken all the wood in the land to build a big one.
Off we go now. Yeah!
This is where I first trained you to use your spear.
Hesitation only hastens the grave.
You remembered.
How do you think I got this far?
We had to pry that spear from your hand while you slept. You said you needed it to fight the monsters in your dreams.
I couldn't face Cerberus empty-handed. Those children will be ripped to shreds. We should help them.
Alexios, wait! You shouldn't interfere. This is Spartan training territory.
I can't stand here doing nothing. I'm going to help them.
Pater?
I'm not your father, but I'm sure he's proud of you.
Tell him I'm sorry I yelled. I was angry. I didn't mean to.
He died with honor.
His death was unnecessary.
What are you doing here?
I was passing by when the wolves attacked these boys, but they're Spartans in training, so I'd let them handle things on their own.
He lies. He fought the wolves, clearly wanting glory for himself.
You've interfered with Spartan law and lied about it. There's more honor in that dead boy's heart. You should return to where you came from.
Are you all right? What happened?
I couldn't just stand by and watch.
The Ago Yi is what turns boys into men, and soldiers into Spartans. You have only made them weaker by interfering.
What good are they to anyone if they're dead?
Alexios, please. This isn't Kefalonia, Naxos, or anywhere else. This is Sparta, and breaking Spartan law can get you killed.
Believe me, Mater. I know exactly what breaking Spartan law gets you.
Come, let's go home.
That training is ruthless.
Not ruthless, effective. The best of those boys will become Cryptia, keepers of the peace and stalkers in the night.
Stalkers in the night?
There's a reason Sparta never changes. It has rules, and they are strict. Spartans rule Laconia, but most of its citizens are Ilotas, enslaved peasants made to work the fields and mines.
Slaves? Why don't they revolt?
Spartan fields keep them fed, and Spartan warriors keep them safe. First from the Persians, and now from the Athenians. When they forget their place, the Cryptia are ordered to keep the peace.
I see.
Most of us make great sacrifices for comfort.
Most. Not all.
Never thought I'd find myself back in Sparta. It looks so peaceful, despite the war raging elsewhere.
Get going, you're in the way!
This was the first and last place I ever felt safe.
As soon as you were old enough to hold a spear, you trained in this yard from morning till night.
Nikolaos was a tough teacher to please.
He hid his pride from you. But every night he would tell me, he's going to bring glory to Sparta.
As much as I hate him for what he did, I wouldn't be who I am today without his training.
My heart broke that day. But for the first time in ages, standing here with you, I truly believe it can mend again.
Me too.
Do you remember the first time you held your sister?
I've tried to block out what happened here.
You were so scared of breaking her. You ran around the house, gathering every pillow and blanket. You piled them all around you, and only then did you feel safe to hold her.
She was so small.
Even then, you held her so tight, I thought you would squeeze the life out of her.
She turned out stronger than we thought.
The gods must be playing tricks on my eyes.
Good to see you, Brasidas. It's been a long time since I rescued you from the warehouse fire in Corinth.
That's not how I remember it.
You look well, Brasidas.
The rumors were true. You're alive!
Many we thought to be dead are still breathing.
When I heard the two of you came home,
We're in Sparta, but we're not home yet.
We want our house back, Brasidas.
Sparta claimed your estate after Nikolaos' disappearance. They're waiting for his adopted son to claim it, but he hasn't returned from the war.
Stentor? I knew I should have killed him on the beach. What do we have to do to get it back?
You'll need to negotiate your Spartan citizenship with the kings. It won't be easy.
Why not?
As happy as I am to see you, the kings won't be. Especially Archidamos. Your exit from Sparta wasn't exactly graceful.
He can't still be mad I broke his nose.
You what?
In any case, he hasn't forgotten. But I have an idea that might help him forgive.
Tell us.
Spartan soldiers have been giving weapons to the Ilotes. Whoever takes care of these traitors will earn his thanks.
Why on earth would Spartan soldiers be helping Ilotes?
Ilotes greatly outnumber Spartan citizens, but they're leaderless, mostly farmhands, servants, and apprentices. If someone unified them, armed them, and trained them, they'd be a real threat to Sparta.
But you said it was Spartans who were arming them.
All the more reason to deal with this quickly. You find out why the Ilotes are being armed, and you'll have the king's attention.
Where will I find these Spartans?
They were last spotted in the Gorani marble quarry, in the forest of Eurotas.
So, I find the soldiers, then what?
Spartans are loyal to their commander. Take him out, and the rest should disperse.
And the weapons?
Destroy them. The Ilotes have caused enough trouble with shovels and sickles. The last thing Sparta needs right now is them carrying swords.
So, to get our house back, I must take out the Spartan commander responsible for inciting a useless rebellion. Sounds easy enough.
Find me in the throne room when it's done.
And where will you be?
This is where I raised you. It's also where Leonidas raised me. I'm going to visit his tomb just beyond the estate. You should pay your respects too before you get started.
I'll try.
Ούκ έχω το σάθλα χρήματα. λακτήσεις.
Grandfather was a true hero. Maybe one day.
You're not one of my soldiers. You better have a good reason for being here.
I don't need a reason, good or otherwise.
Some bite to you, is there?
More than some cowering dog.
From slave to general, bathing in the blood of this war while our leaders stuff their faces and preen.
The Polemarchos believe it's an easy victory.
I will end this war in my favor.
You have a strategy?
Athenian Polemarchos are paralyzed with indecision. They serve too many masters.
Making them slow to react.
And that's where you come in. Infiltrate their forts and kill the Polemarchos. I need the way clear for my troops.
I'll do my part. Consider the commander is already dead.
Bring me their Athenian seals as proof. You'll be rewarded for your efforts.
θα συνεδρίσετε με τον τρόπο σου, καθοδόν πλησίων.
Λείψω μεγάλιον να δίνομαι από πλήρους τους στόχους. Εξίστα με το φρονί. Σε γελάσατε στο τέρμα της οδού, μηνύες στην κούτολη.
Δοκούσε αυτής είναι τραγουδίτας. Γιατί του το παιδεύεις?
Come on! Έλα! Come on.
This is the marble quarry Brasidas mentioned. This area will... Found them! Found him!
weapons have to be here somewhere. I need to take down their commander.
There's only one Spartan here that I need to kill. It'll be easier if I don't alert the others.
Laga! Out!
Whoever's doing that had better stop!
Who's that?
What?
Mercenary work.
Now I'm hungry!
Why are you here?
Thank you so
Να με
much!
πιστεύει τούτο!
Κίνδυνος Μέγας!
Άπαντες τρέχετε!
What now? Are you lost, mis Dios? Turn away! Not too smart, are you?
Come on. Yeah! Yeah! Come on, come on. Ella.
Personally, I don't like wearing a...
Leonidas. He was Sparta's last true hero. We'd all be under the yoke of the Persian Empire if it wasn't for his courage. The same blood courses through your veins.
My blood courses through these veins, not some man's I've never met.
Leonidas was king, Alexios.
And yet I grew up in the dirt!
Hold out your spear.
All of this talk of the Pythia, I do not care what she says.
Enough! We have grown tired of your insolent tongue. Sparta will not go to war. The Pythia has spoken.
Pythia says what you tell her to say. She has been your puppet for far too long. The time has come to cut her strings.
Oh, Leonidas. The days of heroes are over. You think your blood makes you special? If we opened your veins, it would spill to the ground and disappear through the cracks. You are no one.
You are more than welcome to find out.
Your fate is sealed, son of the Lion. Xerxes will unite us. He will bring order to chaos.
Defy the Pythia and everyone you love. Everything you stand for will perish.
Gather the men.
My king?
Xerxes wants Sparta. You'll have to go through me.
Incredible! Now, do you understand?
What must I do?
It's time we embrace our destiny. Both of us. If we don't stop the cult before it's too late, then all Leonidas fought and died for was for nothing. Our bloodline has risen to those who would enslave us.
It's time we rise again.
Well, well, well. Mother and son united in Sparta at last. And look at you, a god and goddess among mortals.
King Pausanias, we're honored. I was sorry to hear about your father.
Yes, our fathers would have been proud to see us here today.
You remember Alexios, my king?
Who could forget? The boy who died to save his sister. Such a tragedy. An innocent child put to death because of an ancient, merciless law.
Two innocent children were put to their deaths that day.
Alexios, enough. Apologies, my king. He's been away from Sparta for a long time.
You both have. This one has fire like his mother. In any case, Sparta was weakened by losing you both.
We're examples of why these laws must change.
Oh, I agree. But King Archidamos, if he could carve Spartan law across the chests of every citizen, he would.
Spartan laws destroyed my family. Spartan laws had me claw my way through the streets. We're here today because he defied those laws.
He did, and he lost his head for it. But we're not here to talk about the dead, are we?
We know Sparta reclaimed our house after what happened to my father in Megaris. We want it back.
Mind your tongue, child. You may not live in Sparta anymore, but I'm still your king.
We graciously request an audience with you and King Archidamos to discuss reinstating our citizenship and reclaiming our home.
Of course. There's nothing I'd want more. Archidamos, however, still hasn't forgiven you for the whole nose incident.
What can we do to sway him?
There's rumor of a Hilot rebellion, and the Kryptia are stalking the flames. Savagely killing Helots, stealing livestock, and leaving corpses to rot in the streets.
The Kryptia represents Sparta's ultimate achievement in military training. Their discipline and fearlessness make Sparta's army the most feared in the world.
Once. But the Kryptia have become corrupt and bloodthirsty. And training boys to kill unarmed peasants is nothing to be proud of. Do you want your home back or not? Good. So the Ilots will no longer support the senseless slaughtering of their people.
And where would I start looking for these Kryptia?
One can be found in the fort on Zarax Point. Another was assigned to guard the Spartan leader's house. The third is more elusive. He was last seen in one of the villages west of Hilot Hills. He's definitely the loudest of the three.
My mother spoke to me about these Kryptia. What can you tell me about them?
They are the hidden ones. Hand-picked at an early age, starved and trained in isolation. They must steal and kill to survive. If they succeed at their training, they become the King's Guard.
But why have me killed them?
For years, the Kryptia kept the peace between the Ilots and Spartans. Troublemakers and threats among the Ilots were dealt with. But lately, these Kryptia have been killing men, women, and children without reason or mercy. Babies ripped from their mothers and fed to the wolves. The Kryptia have become a breeding ground for ruthless savages.
Is there anything I should know about King Archidamos?
Traditional, brutal, boring. Archidamos values the old ways over the welfare of his people. He sided with the elders that day on Mount Taygetos.
If killing Cryptia will get our home back, I'll do it.
Believes in the old ways. Won't killing his Cryptia create conflict between him and Pausanias? I miss Kefalonia sometimes. Life was simple, even if Markos was a bumbling idiot.
Best stay out of sight.
That's close enough! Not another... Huh? Ποιος ο υπέτειος? Αληθώς. Ανυπόφορον εστιν οράν. I shouldn't be hearing that. What? Don't take another step closer! Someone here! Now you face Spartan wrath! Η σέριδα σε εκτρέπει!
Need to douse the fire!
What can I show you?
glad you stopped by.
Yeah! Ella. I need to stay hidden. Come on! Yeah! Come on! Another... See? Ella. We ride! Easy now.
Turn away.
What was that noise?
They died quickly.
There's someone here! You have win!
The Cryptia.
Yeah!
Listen up! I'm only going to say this once. This village stinks like a pig.
Ella. There'll be trouble if I'm spotted. Come on. Ella. Yeah! Got to be careful not to get spotted. have a ship. Join my crew, and you'll taste freedom.
We bow before no.
I can make this quick for you.
Attack! To the death!
I see him! Here's where you die!
Giddy up! Yeah! I should be extra careful in this area. يلا. Come on. يلا. Come on. I should try this.
Is anyone there? I'm trapped! Thank you!
Τι λαμβάνει η χώρα? How will I ever repay you? I owe you my life.
Ah, gods! Burns! Ah, for... Out! Out! One down, 4 to go. That's 2. Time to find the others. Three weapon racks destroyed. Won't take much longer. Only one more to go.
Έναν εξάδελφο. Μία ρήψη στη σέφη. Μία ρήψη στη σέφη.
There you are! I can take you in to see the kings when you're ready.
What do I need to know before I go in?
Ah, that's right. You've never had an audience with the two kings.
I've met Pausanias.
King Pausanias. Ah, really? Kings Pausanias and Archidamos share rulership. Impress them both, and your home will be returned to you.
I didn't expect this to be pleasant. What can you tell me about Pausanias?
He's young. Don't mistake his smile for kindness. As with all kings, those who cross him learn to regret it.
What should I know about Archidamos?
Archidamos is a traditionalist. Not one to back down from a fight. He's also got a temper. Try to stay on his good side.
Waiting won't make this easier.
Then let's go. Your mother's already inside.
Where are the kings?
There. What do you say now?
You've made your point, Archidamos. I yield.
Another 2 squadrons to Viatir, then. As I said.
Is that how they solve arguments?
Sometimes.
Archidamos's guard has improved. He should thank me.
Brasidas, you've come with news. Let's hear it.
My kings, may I present Merini, descendant of Leonidas, and her son Alexios.
How dare you show your face in Sparta?
Alexios helped me secure Corinthia, my king. He helped with the Ilotes rebellion. They want what's best for Sparta. I beg you to listen.
Let's hear what they have to say before we bloody the palace floor.
Speak, Marini. Why are you here?
I have returned to reclaim my Spartan citizenship. To reclaim our home.
You exiled yourself. Your son killed an elder and ran.
Not to mention the crooked nose he gave you.
My family was betrayed, my king. Sparta was betrayed. We've come to expose these traitors.
You haven't cared for Sparta for many years.
Your elders had both her children thrown off a cliff. They tore our whole family apart.
Alexios, not here.
But the minute she thought Sparta was in danger, she came back. She brought us both back to help. How dare you accuse her of not caring?
I've heard your grandfather couldn't control his temper either. Marini has made her intentions known. What are yours?
My intentions are to hunt down those who betrayed my family and Sparta, and kill them.
And who exactly do you think betrayed Sparta?
That's what I'm here to find out.
First, prove yourself loyal. Bring glory to Sparta, and redeem yourself in the eyes of the gods. Until then, neither you nor your mother have a right to your lands.
Tell me what I must do, and it will be done.
The Spartan army fights the Athenians in Viotia. Join the commandos there. Come back victorious, or do not return.
Consider the battle won.
Spoken with the confidence of a child who hasn't seen real war. You will find my commander at Mount Helicon. Give him this and tell him I sent you.
Not so fast. 2 kings, 2 tasks.
And what would you have me do? Conquer the rest of the world?
I'd leave the conquering to Archidamos. The Olympics will be starting soon in Elise, and our fighting champion requires an escort.
You want me to be an escort?
I want you to make sure the Spartans return with a wreath.
That's how he'll bring glory to Sparta? By winning an event in the Olympics?
Not an event, my king. By making sure Sparta wins the entire Olympics.
Perfect.
You have your orders. We'll see you when your tasks are completed.
If they're completed.
I'll get them done, and you'll give us back our home.
There's some Spartan left in you after all.
Brasidas. Show them out. Next.
That went well.
Considering you still have your head on your shoulders, yes, I'd say it went very well.
The kings were generous to give us a second chance.
And all I have to do is win the Olympics.
And a war.
Is there anything you need to know before setting off?
What's going on in Viotia?
The Athenian army is pushing Sparta back bit by bit. Winning won't be easy.
If anyone can turn the tide there, it's you.
What do you know about this fighting champion I'm supposed to take to the Olympics?
The Pancratian fighter. His trainer will know where he is.
My thanks.
Things are not quite what they seem. But you must keep this champion safe at all costs to succeed.
I will. One of the kings is a cultist. So, one of these tasks is surely a trap. But, which one?
Brasidas?
Wouldn't say that within earshot of the palace. But I've fought with both of them. I can't believe either is a traitor.
We need to find proof before we make any accusations. Keep your eyes open.
I think I'm ready. And you? What will you do while I'm gone?
I received a message just before we went in.
What kind of message?
A clue to the whereabouts of another cultist. I'm going to Arcadia.
Alone?
The fates are smiling on us. I was ordered there. We can travel together.
That would be helpful. My thanks.
I'll meet you both in Arcadia then. Safe journeys.
Μπροστά την εχθές και μία ρίχνεται στη μάση. Ιδέ τούτο το παλάτι.
Βαβέ, τούτους τους όνους μας...
You're new. If it's training you want, we don't just take anyone.
Do I look like I need training? I was sent by King Pausanias to collect the Pancration champion.
My apologies. I didn't realize you were here for Testicles.
Next time, think before opening your mouth.
Typical Spartan. Don't understand that honey can get you more than vinegar.
Winning the wreath is important for Sparta. You think he can do it?
The other day he knocked out 6 men and a bull. And he only went to the market to buy fruit. That's why I had to send him to the island.
Where can I find your champion?
I sent Testicles to train on a small island in the Bay of Hades. It's good for him there, isolated, away from people. Look for the shipwreck of Nestor on the southern shore.
Can you tell me anything about Pancration?
It's a mix of boxing and wrestling. A fearsome test of skill. Champions come from the farthest corners of the world to compete in Olympia, but not all walk away.
I can't wait to see it. I need to get this champion of yours to Elise. I hope he lives up to your promise.
Oh, he will. Look for his camp on the southernmost island in Messenia. Good luck.
Time to get Testicles.
Come on.
Yeah!
Yeah!
Ella.
Come on.
Are you Alexios of House Ayad?
I am.
I am Xanthi, Magistrate of Pitana. I have a noble task befitting someone of your high station. My son is to start his military training at the Agoyi. My husband is away at war, and I have official business to attend to. Can you escort him for me?
I can escort your son to the camp master.
Good. He'll learn how to be a man like his father and brother, or he'll die trying.
It will be my honor to take him to begin his education as a Spartan.
You are an agent of Zeus.
I don't pretend to know the thoughts of the gods, but I'm happy to guide your son.
My youngest is a dreamer. His head is filled with boyhood stories. He must learn how to serve his nation first, and then his family.
It's not an easy path.
He will find glory as a true Spartan soldier, or die bravely in the attempt. There is no greater way to honor Sparta. You'll find the Agogi camp southwest of here, near the foothills of the mountains. Makarios, come here.
Hello, I'm Alexios.
I am honored to meet you, Eagle Bearer. I can't wait to learn to fight like my brother Theoros, and to hear all your stories of deadly monsters and glorious adventures. This way, Alexios. The Agogi is up in the mountains, so we can train closer to Olympus. What's it like being a mercenary?
I do what I must to get by.
My brother said the same thing about being a man in Sparta. We learn to fight, to die for our family and our country. I can't wait.
You love your home, huh?
I do. we are strong and we are free. And any man will happily give his life for his city, his fellow soldiers, and his children.
So how many children do you have?
Oh, no, none. But when I'm older, I'm going to marry Athena, and we'll have the strongest sons.
Well then.
Do you know why a Spartan soldier can lose his helmet or spear without worry? But if he loses his shield, he is punished beyond all measure.
Tell me.
It is because a soldier needs his helmet
Stay on
and
your
spear
guard.
to defend only himself. And his shield is clearly for us to save the safety of his brother and the whole battle. There's so much blood.
Life ends, hot and messy. What of your brother?
Theodos? He's the best. He's amazing to watch in the games. He's fast and strong, and he can throw the javelin and discus farther than anyone.
Oh yes?
I'm faster than anyone my age, but Theodos is like Heracles himself.
He sounds like a god made flesh.
He's my hero. He even sings like Orpheus. Do you want to hear me sing? Though Mother says I sing like a harpy.
No, that's okay. I'll be glad to meet him.
La, ida, la, la, da, da, or...
Here, I bring you a new charge, trainer.
Makarios, son of Serios.
Yes, sir. I can't wait to see my brother.
Quiet, boy. No questions. You'll focus on your own lessons and duties, and speak when spoken to.
Yes, sir.
You'll taste dirt and blood here. I'll force you to eat 1,000 bitter lessons to harden you into the bronze shield your city needs.
Yes, sir.
Now, Misthios, you look like you've been in a few scrapes.
A scrape or two. 100. I like to think I've given as good as I've gotten.
Ha! Spoken like a true warrior. What say we give these summer youths a spectacle? Show them a clash of titans!
Let's give these kids a show they'll sing of for years.
Die!
Me! Wow, what a battle! You fought like Achilles!
You do fight with the strength of the gods. Now that we know you can fight, I have a serious matter to discuss.
Oh?
2 of my older students have gone missing. And I need someone I can trust to find them.
They should know enough to take care of themselves.
Yes. But the world is full of unexpected dangers, and I cannot leave my charges to investigate properly.
I can look for them. Tell me what I need to know. What were their last orders?
I had sent them to a lookout camp, where they were to survive on their own for a few days. It is up to them to treat it seriously. But when I went to check on them, there was no sign.
What dangers did you expect them to face?
The students learned to watch for wolves and bears, but I saw no spoor.
Perhaps a different sort of beast.
The 2 students who are missing are called Akamas and Theoros.
Theoros? Makarios' brother?
The same. I fear I have failed the magistrate.
I'll look at the campsite and see what I can find.
Η μήτηρ μου λέγει ότι είναι ο θεσμής στρατιώτου κοινός.
A burned patch. Someone dropped a torch in surprise. A lost shield. That is a bad omen. Signs of battle. A body. Huh. He doesn't look much like Makarios or Xanthi. Must be the other boy. A trail. Someone ran towards the mountain heights. Could be Theoros. Found him. They'll be watching for me. I need to be careful.
God, be good. Please untie me. I knew someone could save me. My gratitude, warrior. I was certain I would not see another day.
What's your name?
Theoros.
Your brother worships you, and will be overjoyed to see you.
Makarios. Has the time come for him to join the Agogi already?
Yes, he already studies with trainer Iatrocles.
Curse all of Olympus. He isn't ready for this.
The world is tough, but if we look out for those we love, we can shield them from at least a little harm.
I do not know that I can face my brother. All my brothers, again.
Of course you can. Makarios worships you, but you can use that love to fuel your bravery and defeat your fear. Retrieve your shield from where you left it, and return to the Agogi. Soon, you'll embrace your brother again.
Thank you, my friend. I will. Please, tell my mother that her sons will do the family proud.
You're under close watch.
Move! Yeah!
What do you have to share with me, Misthios?
Makarios is well placed at the Agogi. The trainer, Iatrocles, will be a hard taskmaster. But he will grow strong and brave.
God's willing, he'll find a way to endure and thrive. It is not easy to send one's heart into the world.
He's eager and bright. And he has Theros there to guide and inspire him. They will support each other.
You demonstrate the wisdom of Athena, Eagle-Bearer. You are a blessing to this family. There are several in the region who could benefit from your presence, Eagle-Bearer. Help them, inspire them, and I'll reward you.
Give me their names.
The farm owner, Laniki, as well as several of the town's important women, Zita, Dhamia, and Zefxo.
Who is this farm owner?
Laniki runs the farm for her family. Recently, it has been underperforming. She blames the gods and believes the land is cursed. But I wonder if she's too quick to punish her Ilotes.
What does Zita need?
Her daughter, Zoferas, is as wild and headstrong as an untamed filly. Zita constantly prays for guidance, but I suspect Zoferas needs a more grounded hand to direct her.
What should I know about Dhamia?
She has two precocious children who rule the roost in the Agora. They reduce their tutors to tears and stir up the other age mates. She is hoping you can instill some respect in them.
What can you tell me about Zefxo?
Her husband is off training for war, and she specifically requested an audience with you for help with something quite personal.
I'll find them and see what they want of me.
May the Dioscuri watch over your path.
O Ira and Aphrodite, please grant my daughter the virtue of obedience. Eagle-bearer, you bless this temple with your presence. If I may ask, I'm having a little problem.
I'm not the problem. I'm a Spartan. You keep at home supervising farmers while I could be out in the world finding adventure. You give my brothers the chance to explore. Why not me?
An explorer, are you?
So, you're the eagle bearer everyone's been talking about. I hope you live up to your reputation. I'm Zoferas.
Could you please educate my daughter to behave as a Spartan woman should?
If both you and Zoferas agree, I'll train your daughter to be a fine Spartan. Beginning with her physical strength, of course. It's the only way she can keep your household safe and prosperous.
The eagle bearer is right, Mater. Spartan women must be strong.
You can call me Alexios.
I suppose if the eagle bearer says it. All right. Train my daughter as you see fit.
Let's begin your training with running. Try to keep up.
But Spartans never run. Only cowards do. Why should I train in running?
Strong legs mean you'll thrust your spear with more force.
And yours do seem very strong.
Let's race through the theater to the entrance of the Dromos. Last one there's a wounded goat. Glad you could make it.
I'll get you next time.
Now we'll race horses, but not like they do in the athletic games. We'll make our own course.
Horses? Why should I bother with those filthy beasts? We have Ilotes for that.
Horses are beasts of muscle and power. You'll never understand until you hold one between your thighs.
Well, when you put it that way, ride on.
Let's race to the bridge south of Sparta. Ready? Go! Yeah!
Ακαταπαύστος, μαστιγού.
And that's how you master a beast.
That was more speed than mastery.
How are my lessons so far, Zoferas?
Not bad. But why did you decide to teach me anyway? Don't you have more exciting things to do? Treasures to find, tyrants to depose.
If no one taught, people would live alone in their ignorance. By sharing knowledge, we grow closer together.
I might like to get closer.
Do you have a suggestion for our next bit of training?
There's a place I found in the southern hills with a wonderful view. Will you go there with me?
I like the view already, but let's go.
So, does that bird follow you everywhere?
Ikaros. Yes, he likes to keep an eye on me. Are you jealous?
If you don't mind being watched, I don't either. Did Zeus give you any special powers? You know, Achilles got invulnerability, Heracles the strength of a god.
If you know the old stories, you know what Zeus is especially good at.
You have that kind of talent. Just call me Pandora. Beautiful, isn't it?
Absolutely.
I think I'm beginning to understand you, Alexios.
Are you? Tell me, who do you think I am?
You answer my questions with such passion and authority. You like being in charge, don't you?
You might be right. But really, why did you bring me out here?
I thought we could continue with some more intensive training, Alexios. If you've got some energy left.
Well then, let's begin our advanced lessons.
Thanks, Alexios. You've inspired me to train harder.
Yeah! Magistrate Xanthi told me you've been having trouble with your farm.
Crop failure. It's as if Ares herself salted the earth.
How are the crops failing?
Blight. Few plants grow, and the ones that do are wilted and covered in spots. The gods would never let this happen if they were happy. It's my godless Ilotes, I tell you. You're a messenger of Zeus. You show them the light.
I'll find out what's happening.
Oh, thank Zeus. My Ilotes, Tefta and Maron. They work the fields, but they do not respect the gods. Teach them.
I haven't seen other farms in the area with blighted crops. What could be causing the difference?
The grain grew in short and dry. Then the animals started to grow ill. Obvious signs of displeasing Persephone or her mother. Maron claims the animals have been poisoned, but I have no enemies to speak of.
What makes you blame your Ilotes for the blight? Have they tampered with the plants and animals?
They do not worship as you and I do. I thank Demeter for all she gives us at the end of each day. But they just reap the bounty of her hard work.
So, it's divine intervention?
What else dictates our fates? Ugh, Tefta won't stop babbling about the soil. Thinks I overwork my farm. Idiot woman. As if this farm hasn't been in my family for generations.
I'll go talk with your Ilotes and see what they know. I heard that the crops haven't been producing this season.
Laniki expects more crops every year. The soil needs to rest.
So there could be nothing else causing the crop shortage.
I didn't say that.
You know more than you're saying.
My stomach aches and it's hard to concentrate. It's a shame that there's no mint around to chew.
Where would I get mint?
The master keeps dried herbs up at the house.
You can't get mint for yourself because...
The master keeps all the medicine. I can pick and dry the herbs, but I'm not allowed any for myself.
I'll go find some mint for you. Here you go. The herbs you needed.
Fresh is better for my stomach, but since the blight, dried is all we have left. The back patch of land is riddled with blight like I've only seen once before. My old master lost his whole farm to it. I'll never forget this smell.
The back of the farm. I'll take a look. It's a wonder anything grows in this field, with all this mess crushing the plants. The tanners in Kefalonia use something that smells awful to make leather. It can't be good for the soil. The earth is stained here. That can't be good for the soil. It seems like fire is the only way to be sure of ending this blight. Out! Out! believe I have to tidy everything up around here. Now I'm beginning to understand Tefta's anger.
Finally! I thought the Master was going to forget to send the hoe I asked for.
Glad I could help.
You're all right for a stranger. Look, the water's tasted like a rusty blade for the past few weeks. Last time I had water like that was when I was downriver from a blacksmith.
Thank you. Mauled to death. May your journey across the Styx be a more peaceful end than this. Debris might be getting stuck in this net. Maybe the dead man was a fisherman. These don't look like the knife wounds of a man. I'll bet it's the metal from the armor giving the water a bad taste. Ugh, that smell is going to linger on me. At least the river runs clear now.
Let me pass!
The disease crops have been burned, and the river is cleared. That should be the last of the blight.
Oh, you truly are God-sent. What was the cause of the rot?
You were so busy looking to the sky that you ignored what was in front of you. The gods are not responsible for cleaning the fields or the river. That's on you.
What? You dare? Xanthi says you are an agent of Zeus, but you are a false champion as godless as my Ilotes. Get out from here!
The poison in your fields is nothing compared to the poison in your heart. The sun's coming up. Ella! I should be careful. High security here. Come on!
Kukas
You wouldn't happen to be the Eagle Bearer, would you?
Me? Yes, I am.
Where do you know Justice? Your hair must have been woven by Athena. Your body is like a sculpture made by the masters. And your arms look so strong. Strong enough to...
Strong enough to...
Strong enough to carry this basket to my husband Kalibos.
Oh, right. The magistrate mentioned you. It'll be easy to carry.
Thank you so much. Let me know if you need anything.
Where might I find Kalibos?
He's an important general. His unit is stationed in the northeast near the fort of Presai, down by the beach.
What's in the basket?
What any man would need on the eve of battle to win the respect of the gods. Please, Eagle Bearer. It would give him an edge over his enemies.
I'll help with your delivery. This is heavy. What's in here? Bricks?
Misthios? Well met. What brings you to our camp?
You are Kalibos. Your wife sent me to deliver this package. I think it might be some kind of offering.
Zevxo is a good woman. She's gifted me with a basket fit for Dionysos.
Earthly pleasures? She made it sound like it was a case of life and death.
A deathly hangover, maybe. Boys, we're having a good night. Care to join us, friend?
I never say no to good wine and good company.
I expected no less from you.
Could someone pass the water skin?
Oh, could someone pass my head? I think I left it farther down the beach.
Surely this is the after effects of the mushrooms. I remember the chicken coop. I remember the farmer's field. I do not remember building a Trojan horse.
It was just here when I woke up.
We offer it to the gods for safe passage across the seas. Boys, let's move this down to the beach.
Come on!
Sparta!
Get them!
Bothering me!
I will bury you!
I once boasted to a friend that I was a better tactician than Odysseus himself. Today I was proven wrong.
You live to fight another day. Learn from this.
Please, thank my wife for her festive gift.
I don't know if I should thank her or curse her.
Οπότε...
By the gods! Put out the fire!
I should try to stay out of sight.
You are the Eagle Bearer. Wonderful. Magistrate Xanthi has spoken highly of you.
Very kind of her.
So here's the thing. My children have promising futures, but they refuse to learn and study. They think they know better, but they can't recite a poem to save their lives.
Where do I fit into this?
They've heard of the Eagle Bearer and worship the ground you walk on. If you related an epic story to them, I'd bet they retain it and impress their tutors.
It's an odd request, but I've been asked to do stranger things. I'll do it.
My children are waiting inside the Temple of Dionysus Kolonatas for today's epic story. The subject is Perseus, which they should know well, but seem to forget all when questioned.
I know this story well, of course, but my preferred version may not be what your children expect.
Do not fear. If you need a reminder, there are many relics related to Perseus in the hall adjacent to the Temple of Dionysus Kolonatas.
Good to know. Hello, I'm...
The Eagle Bearer. We've heard all about you.
Are you going to tell us a story today? Do we have to listen? We've heard it 100 times.
Yes, that's me. And yes, I'm telling you a story. Let us sing with the voice of the gods about the exploits of brave Perseus and the noble Pegasus. Acrisius, the king of Argos, was not a good man. He had one child, a daughter, Danae. Bitter that he had no son, he went to the Oracle of Delphi and heard a prophecy that chilled him.
Ooh, what was it?
The Oracle said Acrisius would be killed by his grandson, but Danae was unmarried and childless at the time. To protect himself, he locked Danae in a bronze room, open only to the sky.
Ooh!
However, mighty Zeus saw the girl and fell in love with her. He transformed into a golden shower and seduced her. Danae gave birth to a son, Perseus.
I knew it.
King Acrisius couldn't kill the boy for fear of angering Zeus. So, he put his daughter and grandson in a wooden crate and tossed them into the wild sea to be drowned.
How horrid! Poor Perseus.
Perseus and his mother Danae were rescued on the island of Seriphos, and Perseus grew up under the care of a kindly fisherman, Victis.
Lucky them. Did the gods help?
Maybe. Perseus learned to swim and ride and fight, and how to be good and just, even though his father was only a fisherman.
I can do all those things too.
Yeah, good for you.
Except swim.
Or be just.
Hush. Now, Victis' brother was ruler of the island, but he was not a good man.
He's scum.
When Perseus grows up, he travels to Iope and falls in love at first sight with the beautiful princess Andromeda. However, Andromeda's mother boasts that her daughter is more beautiful than the goddess Thetis, offending her.
Never say you are better than the gods.
Thetis proclaims that Andromeda must be sacrificed to the gods, or else the whole city of Iope will be destroyed.
I don't think that's right. Wasn't Andromeda an Ethiopian princess?
Hush! Perseus asks his grandmother, Thala, how to save his love. She turns into a manta ray and says, to save Andromeda, he must bring back curly hair of gold, fit for the king of the mountains, who yet owns less than the humblest Ilot.
I don't know that riddle. It's too hard!
It was hard for Perseus too, but eventually he figured it out.
How?
He just did is all. Perseus figured out what he needed. The golden fleece of the winged ram, said to be guarded by a monster who could turn any to stone. Luckily, Perseus was blessed by the gods, and he was guided by Athena's golden-geared owl to the monster's lair.
Athena's golden owl? That's dumb. Sounds cute. I want one.
And armed with the Vorpal sword from the mighty Olethros, he faced the snake-necked, large-headed, shaggy-maned, stony-gazed Katovlepas!
No! Huh?
Perseus avoided the Katovlepas's killing gaze and snicked the sword, lopping off the creature's head.
Ew!
He grabbed the golden fleece and wrapped the Katovlepas's head in it. Then he flew back home astride winged Pegasus to save Andromeda, who was about to be eaten by the Kraken. He used the deadly head to turn the Kraken to stone.
Wait! The what? What's a kraken?
Like a giant squid?
Don't you mean the sea monster Ketos?
Pretty sure Homer said, release the Kraken, not release the Ketos.
You just made that up.
That was not all. Hades appears with a pack of giant scorpions called Scorpiox and kills Andromeda and tries to kill Perseus. Huh? But Perseus throws his sword of Zeus at Hades, forcing him back into the underworld.
Wait. It's supposed to be Hermes' sickle, and Andromeda doesn't die. You're telling it wrong!
In the end, Perseus wins. Zeus offers to make him a god, but Perseus refuses. So instead, Zeus brings Andromeda back to life, because she was only mostly dead.
Wow, that was so wrong and so boring. You are a sticky storyteller, and that story was poop!
I am sorry for your audience, Evil Bearer. Though from what I heard, it did sound like you deviated somewhat from the traditional tale.
Apologies. They'll keep a sharp watch here. Come on.
Thank you for aiding all of us in Pitana. Stories of you will live amongst us for many years.
I help where I can, but thank you.
A reward for all your help.